Hello, I'm Craig Kennedy, and I am here with Matt Lanning, a senior on the Lake City Tigers basketball team. Matt, thanks for joining us this evening.
You're welcome.
Matt, you moved from Colorado to Minnesota for your senior year of high school, and of course your senior year of basketball too. How has that been, and what has been different about that transition?
What's different is just the style of play from the teams. I'm used to a really patient kind of basketball play, and now it's a lot faster.
Yeah, it does kind of vary from area to area in the country, that's for sure. But who was your favorite opponent to play against this season?
My favorite opponent would be Rochester Lourdes.
I have a feeling that may be a common answer today. So other than Lake City, where is your favorite place to play?
The Nuggets Center.
Ooh. I guarantee you we probably have never had or ever will have that answer again, but that's very cool. My lasting memory of you as a player will be the emphatic block shots, which I've gotten a little excited for on the broadcast. What is your favorite memory as a Lake City basketball player?
Scoring 15 points against Lourdes and Stewartville.
Those are pretty good memories for me, too, as I recall. Matt, what are your future plans when you graduate from high school?
I'm going to graduate and go to college either at Northwestern University or St. Thomas and become a physical education teacher.
Those are two pretty good schools. I know plenty of people who've gone there, and all of them have loved it. And what advice would you have for future basketball players or guys that are coming through the program right now?
Just work your hardest.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, Matt Lanning. For the Lake City basketball team, Michael, thanks for joining us this evening.
No problem.
Mike, you serve a less glamorous but not unimportant role on the Tiger basketball team. You work with the guys in practice. How do you prepare for your role in the team?
You just got to be ready for every moment that you get to be able to play and take advantage of that.
It certainly is an under the radar, but all the great teams, they got to go against guys in practice. So it serves everybody well. Who is your favorite opponent to play against this year?
I would have to say Wabasha Kellogg because half my team or half their team is part of my family, so it's a great experience.
Will there be bragging rights at the next family gathering?
Definitely, most definitely.
All right. Other than Lake City, where was your favorite place to play?
I'd say Rochester Lourdes because they have such a great gym and it's so wide open and just a great experience to play there.
It is a world-class facility, no doubt. My lasting memory of you as a Lake City basketball player is all those three-pointers you've had, be it from, I've seen you pretty much from the whole way up, and that's probably what I'm going to think of when I hear your name in basketball. So what is your favorite memory as a Lake City Tiger?
I would just say playing at the Target Center last year. That was really fun and enjoyable, and we got to see the Timberwolves after our game against Lewiston.
That was a great night. I do remember that. What are your future plans when you graduate from high school?
Play baseball at RCTC and become a computer guy.
All right. And what advice would you have for future Lake City basketball players?
If you don't make the team, you just got to keep trying. You'll eventually succeed in some way or another.
All right. Good stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, Michael Filesticker. Lake basketball team, Luke, thanks for joining us this evening.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Luke, you're a three-sport athlete, and in the other sports that aren't in season right now, you're one of the key cogs of the team, whereas in basketball, you come off the bench. How is that different from, and how do you adjust to those roles from sport to sport?
It is a little different, but I don't mind it. As any way I can help this team, I do it. I'm the hustle guy on this team, and I'll I work hard. I just keep working hard, no matter what sport.
All right, very good. Who is your favorite opponent to play against?
You know, I always loved playing Cannon Falls because that's where my dad grew up. So I always want to beat them and beat my dad's old team. And it's where my cousin used to play too, so little family rivalry there.
Yeah, so will there be, at the next family gathering, maybe some bragging rights this year?
Oh, of course. I've already bragged a little bit, texted him when we beat his old team, so.
All right. Well, besides Lake City, where's your favorite place to play?
I loved playing at Target Center when we went there 2 years ago, I believe. Yep. That was very enjoyable, a lot of fun.
Yeah, hopefully we can get back there again this year.
Yeah.
My lasting memory of you as a basketball player is always going to be just the way that you don't ever take a play off. It's always maximum speed at all times. What is your favorite memory as a Lake City basketball player?
You know, I'd have to go with playing at Target Center because that's just so much fun. And another great memory is just my teammates. Being able to hang out with them and connect with them. It's going to be a great memory. It's going to last forever.
Yes, because for those that weren't there, not only did the teams play, they went out to dinner, they got to go to the Wolves game. It was, Ricky Rubio came back for the first game that season. He was injured to start with from the ACL the year before, and it was a memorable game. It was back when the Wolves were respectable, yeah. Unfortunately.
Yeah. A little decent.
Yeah. What are your future plans when you graduate from high school?
My future plans are I got accepted to Stout, U of W Stout, so I'd like to attend there, and I'd like to study cybersecurity, actually. I found an interest in that. So,
are there sports in the future?
I'm trying to play baseball there, so.
All right. And lastly, what advice would you have for future Lake City Tiger players?
I'd say work hard, practice in the off season, keep getting better, and never take a play off.
All right, wise words. Thank you for joining us, ladies and gentlemen. Luke Hartzell.
It's a pleasure.
Andrew, you're a 3, I guess maybe even 4 sport if you include the bowling athlete. How do you use those skills in each sport? They kind of cross over into the other. How do you apply those in the other sports you play?
Well, I guess like strength and conditioning, and I'm always moving, and I guess just strength and conditioning with it. I'm always doing something.
All right. Who is your favorite opponent to play against?
Definitely have to be against Rochester Lourdes.
All right. Other than Lake City, where is your favorite place to play?
It would have to have been at the Target Center.
Yeah, that was certainly a memorable game. I do remember that. My lasting memory of you as a basketball player will always be the hustle, just how you never stand still out there. You're always moving around somewhere or the other. What is your favorite memory as a Lake City Tiger basketball player?
My first and one on JV against Byron.
I actually do remember that. What are your future plans after you graduate?
To become an IT expert and planning on going to Minnesota School of Business in Rochester.
All right, very good. And what advice would you have for future players?
Always give 100% and play as if it's your last day, because you never know when it could be.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Andrew Bramer. Thank you for joining us this evening.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Colin, you were the captain of the cross-country team this year. It was a very successful year for the boys. Congratulations. How would you apply that experience to your basketball season this year?
Well, I'd say it was a similar experience. We're having success in both sports, and that applies to when you get into, we're now near tournament time. You never know what's coming up. You got to stay keen on your toes for each game, and there's all kinds of things that could happen.
Certainly, we hope that the basketball season is as successful as the cross-country one was this season. Who is your favorite opponent to play against?
Well, this year it'd have to be Goodhue with that real close game. I mean, we're always matched par on par for each one.
Yeah, and we have a little rematch coming up in a couple days, too. I hope it can match the intensity of the first one. Other than Lake City, where is your favorite place to play?
I don't know. That's a tough one. I actually don't know.
Not fair enough. My lasting memory of you will be the smooth jumper you have. That's kind of the image that I get when someone says your name in basketball in the same sentence. What is your favorite memory as a Lake City Tiger?
Actually, I'd have to say it was something Michael did. I want to say it was in 9th grade, and it was a buzzer beater shot. He did a complete 180, threw up a blind shot, and banked it in.
That was pretty cool. What are your future plans when you graduate from high school?
I'm headed to U of M Twin Cities to study who knows what. Undecided right now.
Go Gophers, right?
Yep.
What advice would you have for future Tiger basketball players?
I would have to say stick with it and always remember to have fun. It's a fun sport, and you got to keep that in mind.
All right, good stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, Colin Fritz. Davis, camera expertise for the Lake City basketball team. Brittany, thank you for joining us this evening.
Thank you for having me.
What made you want to be the camera person for the Lake City basketball team?
Well, I've always enjoyed watching boys basketball, and I knew they needed another person to film. And I was actually having a conversation with you about basketball, and you said I could do it if I wanted to. So I told you I'd be in to do it, and then went on from there.
That was that, huh? Who is your favorite opponent to watch the Tigers play against?
I'd have to say Byron, because I think they're a great team, and I think we play good games against them, and they're always intense, and I always get nervous and butterflies and just excited to watch.
And it's a pretty even series, too. I think each team has won, one game. They alternate wins from the last few years. It is a very exciting series. Other than home, where is your favorite place to film?
Probably Lourdes, because I really enjoy their gym. I feel like I'm in a college, although I have to stand the whole time, but still, it's really nice being able to be there because I really like it there.
And I should point out that our camera setup here in Lake City is a second to none setup from all around the league. There's none better. So, you kind of have to go with the home as the favorite. But yeah, my lasting memory of you as a manager will be how reliable you were. Whenever I needed someone to film maybe a 9th grade game we wanted to do, you were always able to do it, and I don't think you've missed the game in the 2 years you've done it. What is your favorite memory being associated with the Lake City Tigers?
Probably the game against Goodhue, and then when Jesse, he had that buzzer shot, and it was almost half court. It was just so far away, and I couldn't believe he made it. I was so shocked. I thought it was really awesome.
Yeah, I was pretty surprised about that too. What are your future plans?
I plan on going to Winona State and going into nursing.
All right, it's a good school for nursing. What advice would you have for future camera people?
Just have fun with it and enjoy what you do. It's really fun being able to travel, and I think they'd enjoy it. And just, stay committed and always be reliable. And just have fun, because that's what it is, fun.
All right. Thank you for joining us, ladies and gentlemen. Brittany Davis.